Hello everyone, and welcome back to Gregtech New Horizons. So today I actually started off by doing something not really progression related. I wanted to go exploring and there's something specific I have in mind, but I'm gonna get to it here in a minute. And funny enough, I actually found some pretty good loot inside of a spider spawner while digging underground looking for something else. Ooh, some steel? Whoa! Look at this. Oh my god. So something I want to do before I go exploring is see if I can't make a sleeping bag. And I've been a busy bee. I've been grinding. I have AFK time and I've been farming. I've been farming a lot. So making this tan leather for the sleeping bag should be absolutely no issue at all. Yeah, 14. Let's craft that much. So I think I am going to go exploring still a little bit before I get the sleeping bag, but I mean, it'll be fine, right? So my first round of exploring, and I guess I should preface this by saying I'm looking for really multiple things because there's so much you can find in various loot chests, villages in GT&H. But my main priority for this kind of smaller trip, I would say, was to look for a village that had a smeltery, and luckily there wasn't one so far away. So now that I've come back from my trip, I have a lot of more seared bricks now. So I'm able to make my smeltery a lot taller. But also my tanned leather is done, meaning I can make a few different things. So if you guys remember, earlier in the episode, like a minute ago, I found some steel inside of a dungeon loot chest, which actually means we can make our very first backpack because this needs a steel ring, which I'm so happy that I found this because, oh my god, my life just got a lot easier. I mean, seriously, it's so funny that I'm able to do this. Yeah, I could just totally progression skip because I got lucky in a loot chest. I mean, that's just the essence of GT&H in a way, isn't it? Yeah, and just like that, I can make my first backpack. Beautiful. That is just awesome. So next up, I think I should be able to just make the sleeping bag. As a matter of fact, yes, I can. Which means I'm really ready to explore now. So I started my journey just exploring around the world, and this is something important for me to do because it brings me things that I can come back to later, such as some of the dungeons that I found and explored the very first few levels of because I was nowhere near strong enough to actually go through them. Whoa! All right, let's do this. Sudoku? Oh yeah. This is my jam. Okay. Oh yeah. I hit the jackpot this time. Ooh, yeah, there's some good stuff in here. Oh my god, look at this. Any steel though? No steel, huh? All right, come on, steel. Yes. Oh, perfect. So why was I going around the world collecting steel without actually making steel? Well, that's a wonderful question. I actually ended up dying. You know what? I'm not going to put that there. That's a bad spot for that. I'm just going to leave that there. I've been running around, I'm not going to lie to you guys, for the past like 3 hours looking for either the loot games or for where are they? These Stormcraft structures with a chest in the middle because they can have steel. And the reason I want steel is to make this obsidianite. Now, why do I need this obsidianite? Well, we're doing a little bit of progression skipping here because I don't want to play anymore without a hammer. I don't. I really don't. Oh, and you know what? Funny enough, I think I'm 3 nuggets short of everything I need for 16 ingots of obsidianite. That sucks. Also some zinc, so it looks like I still have some more exploring to do, but the statement still stands. I want a hammer before we keep going. And it is a hammer I shall get. Yes! 16 pieces of obsidianite. So in order to actually get a hammer, we are still going to have to make at least a steam machine. But that's okay, because we do have the small coal boiler. I'm just going to make an extremely temporary setup for this. And I'm going to need a steam compressor in order to make iron blocks, which this doesn't even look too bad. I might even have 2 pistons. And then I just need a whole bunch of bronze. So in order to get the quest, I'm also going to have to make an alloy smelter. but the red alloy ingots I've already gotten from some of the loot chests or games, one of the two, meaning I don't really have to do any of it. And I also have pistons, of course, just a retrieval task, I think, right? Oh, I do have to craft it. Well, that's okay. I don't actually need to make the steel, which is what matters, because that would need a bricked blast furnace, which I just have no intention of waiting for all that right now. So I actually have unlocked the steel quest despite, by the way, not crafting a single piece of steel. How amazing is that? So yeah, I would say the exploring was probably worthwhile. All of this was super easy to craft because I had stuff from exploring, like the red alloy. Didn't have to make. I don't have a single piece of steam. Not a single bit. All right, enough dilly-dallying. How in the world am I going to speedrun to a hammer? I don't actually have any steam yet, and that's okay. I don't really need a crazy amount. Now, for the sake of me speedrunning this, apparently I just got the achievement, I'm going to move this by a pool of water because I'm not actually going to set anything up yet. I just want a hammer so I can go mining, and then we'll set everything up. So this should start heating up, and I should see, hopefully, that steam will start automatically going into here. Yes, we're getting steam. Perfect. Feels good cheating the system. I didn't have to make any steel legit for this. So now, this should be, yeah, you're making steam at hopefully a good rate. I'm going to keep filling you up with water. And now I can make my blocks of iron. And it looks like I'm making enough steam that I can go ahead and just run all of them. Perfect. It's going to take 11.2 seconds per. And there should be my obsidianite quest. And those are my 4 blocks of iron. And the tool forge. Maybe. Yes, there we go. So now I just had to make my new shiny hammer. Now, don't do what I did. I'm an idiot. I used steel to make the hammerhead because I thought if I used bronze for the plates, I would still be able to repair it with bronze, but apparently that's not how that works in this version, so I ended up just wasting 8 pieces of steel and making a new hammer and wasting the bronze as well. But finally with my hammer, it meant I could go mining a lot easier. So I started my mining journey looking for redstone so that whenever we got more modifiers on our hammer, we could go ahead and make it a lot faster than it currently is, because mining in deep slate is still a little bit unbearable. That was then followed by some tin and copper veins just so I could make more bronze for the steam age. So my next objective was to go ahead and start digging out for our starter base, because another thing I can't live without is a nice area to be in, and it's about time I started working on that. And believe it or not, well, without trunk borders, I actually have a vision for this, and I did some planning beforehand. We'll see if I decide to show the show the really bad drawing I made. I might, just so you guys can see the rough layout of what I was thinking. So base designs, I think, are actually one of the most important things in Gregtech for a few reasons. One, for it makes playing the game easier, but also it makes the game more fun having a base that you actually enjoy being in. And I know for a fact I'm probably going to be in this quote-unquote starter base for a long time. So I want it to be spacious and I want it to look nice. So my plan is I'm going to have a central storage room and crafting room. So this is probably where I'm going to be spending a lot of my time. And I want to be able to look out and see everything pretty much, except for stuff that's behind here that I don't necessarily maybe need to see so much, but we'll see. And then I want this to be the main room, but I want it to be 2 levels. So I'm thinking a catwalk going along here, having machines and different machine walls up here, and then another layer down here, so it's kind of like a staircase, kind of. I mean, it'll be 2 different levels. There'll be a lip here and a catwalk and whatnot. And we'll have more machines on this second level down here. And then back here, we can have areas for power generation, creosote, a bunch of other random stuff that maybe aren't as manual as machine walls or stuff I want to have regular access to. And then what I want to have here is I want to have 2 catwalks across here and then a staircase in the middle that goes down. So this catwalk will go across to the other side. There won't be 2 separate catwalks. These will merge into one catwalk just so it's not annoying. So if maybe I'm over here grabbing something and I need to get over there, I can easily go ahead and just take this catwalk to get over here. And I might honestly have a bridge over here as well, because the faster that I can get places, the easier it is for me to play the game. But yeah, I have a lot of digging to do, and this hammer, now that has redstone on it, is decently fast. I'm kind of a fan of it. But I still had a lot more digging ahead of me in order to get started. So I've been digging for a long time here, and I think I have something that I like shape-wise at least. Obviously, I don't want to live inside of stone, so that will have to change here soon. I've also been smelting up a whole bunch of stuff, and this was pretty easy because I actually found a coal vein pretty close by. So, I mean, yeah, we have coal. So hopefully this kind of makes more sense of what my idea was. So we have this kind of lip here attached to kind of a catwalk, and it's kind of like a stair. So there's a little bit less space downstairs, but I mean, it has the same amount of functional space, I would say, as up here, pretty much, because we're not going to be using the middle so much. I mean, we might, we'll see. We could easily put some stuff in the middle here if we need to, which is kind of why I like this design that I've chosen, is because, well, I have a lot of empty space if the walls eventually fill up, which they might not, we'll see. And if we decide we're using a set of machines so much, we could move it into a more central location really easily downstairs. So if you guys remember on the diagram back here, I had an area for bulk storage, and this is that area. We'll see if it's enough space for bulk storage. I think it will be, and I can always make more space going down or up. And then this room is also going to lead to the other large rooms over here. I just haven't done that yet. So I have been playing some Gregtech. Well, not really. I've just been playing early game Gregtech, and I have to say, honestly, it feels quite refreshing. But let me catch you up on what has really been going on this episode, because behind the scenes, there's been quite a bit, actually. First and foremost, if you guys have been paying attention, no, not here, you guys will know that I've secretly been working towards the healing axe, and I'm getting pretty close to having all the stuff. I still think there's a few more crops that I need. I think I need to find a maple tree, but like the beef Wellingtons, the pizza, almost the hearty breakfast, the delighted meal should be pretty easy. I think I just need to find some sort of smoothie, but like all this stuff, yeah. Super duper easy. So we're gonna end up doing that today, but I'm gonna kind of leave that on the back burner for now because it's kind of just farming and I'm doing it in the background. So I guess really the most important thing is I'm getting luck on my hammer, and that's also why you saw me in a lapis vein just a second ago. Well, there's two reasons for that, but the other one we'll get to here just in a second. And I gotta say, is there a better way of doing this? So using lapis though, we can go ahead and put luck or fortune / looting on a tinker's tool, and I've been leveling up this hammer, and it actually has, yes, it's level 6 now. Oh yeah, I figured out the method. I'm just holding shift left click and I'm moving my mouse up and down. Yeah, this is the way to do this. Fortune 3. And a lot of clicking later. Whew. And I have some lapis left over. So now let me go and test this thing. I know there's a magnetite vein over here, meaning I should get a lot of iron if I expand this way. Does the fortune work on this? Oh my god, it does. Oh yeah, it totally does. So one of you guys told me that it works like this, and I was a bit skeptical at first because it doesn't work like that in modern Gregtech. So I guess mining ores in GTH is actually a lot easier than it is in modern Gregtech. Yeah, that's right, I said it. All of you guys saying, oh, this pack is too hard. You guys are lying. So now what is going on with the base? Well, I've laid out the storage room just a little bit. I do want to move these furnaces over to here, or really, I don't know. Probably over here, actually. I'll have some steam macerators and steam furnaces. I want them to be in the main room just because this is where all my machines are going to be. So yeah, I definitely want this in the main room, also next to storage. I don't want to put it all the way in the back over here in bulk storage, or in a new area over here, which I'm going to get to right now. Voila. This is going to be the steam room. or rather the room in which we make steam. Now, there's a very specific reason for this. If you guys look, oh, that goes away when I press, okay, when I try to use my mouse. Well, in the top left in the biome, so over here, you can see it says 10% humidity. And if you guys remember last time I said water is not infinite in GTNH, well, what you have to do is you have to make a water tank, one of these guys, and this will slowly gather water as long as the humidity is high. So in a 10% humidity, it's going to be extremely slow. But if we walk this way, and you guys were grilling on me for this last episode, but I promise I'm not stupid. Look at that. See the humidity jump up? Yeah, you guys thought I would have to move. Nope. I promise I thought ahead for that. So the reason for this is because the bog right here has a 90% humidity. And if you look on the journey map, there's a small bit of bog that kind of leaks into the mountain that we can go ahead and use. So if you see here, it's not a very large range of the 90% humidity, but across almost this whole line, we can place water tanks and get a whole bunch of water. So that means we can continue building where we're building without necessarily having to worry about it. The main issue probably is just going to be getting steam all the way over here to over here. Don't know how we're going to do that yet, but we'll figure it out. And for now, we're going to put the steam machines over here. All right, enough rambling. Let's do some progression. So the other reason I was in that lapis vein was for this calcite here. And that is so we can make the bricked blast furnace so that we can make our first pieces of steel. Now, that's also why I was inside of the mesa grabbing terracotta, because we can grind this down directly in the clay dust, so I don't have to go running around in water looking for clay, because that is just terrible. Now, the problem is calcite is really annoying to get, and honestly, I wish I had saved the calcite or I had to fortune it, but unfortunately I didn't. But the other way we can get more is actually by macerating it. So for that, we're going to want a steam macerator. So, steam. How do I want to get started? Well, if you guys recall, well, you may recall, you might not, I found a lot of rubber, or 15 bars of rubber inside of a bunch of loot chests around the world, so either the Thaumcraft ones or the loot games, probably the Thaumcraft ones. And that's going to make this water tank sighting a lot easier to make, actually. Even easier to make if I make some wrought iron, which honestly, that might not be such a terrible idea. But I've also been able to make simple solar boilers from silver I've found around the world. But that's something we could have made anyway, and I think this is going to help too. Passive steam is a good thing, even if it's slow. But in order to get the rubber dust I need from the rubber bar, I'm going to have to make one of those setups I did previously, where I put the steam next to a pool of water, grind it all down, and then I'll set up a more permanent one. Yes, perfect, awesome. All right, I no longer need this here. Cool. So I should be able to make, yes, 28 water tank sidings from the rubber pulp that I had. Beautiful. I love when things work out. And then again, I need to make sure I'm in a spot where the humidity is high. So I'm going to put it, I guess, right here will just be fine, because I think this is the line where the humidity is 90%. And we should see this start to fill up with water. Yes, perfect. Now, this should all be in 90% humidity. Oh, I can't see the sky though. Okay, well, I have to give the sky access and then it'll make a whole bunch of steam. I guess that kind of sucks, huh? Yeah, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to rebuild this above ground. The thing that's going to suck is just getting the water from up here to down below, but I have made some large wooden fluid pipes for that, which are just wood, so they're relatively cheap. So now I just have to take some wooden fluid pipes and bring them down here, as we should see it filling the fluid pipes. Yes, but I'm going to also go ahead and shutter them so that we don't see any sloshing. So it should all just be going into here now and not sloshing back and forth. I don't know if it works like that when it's a vertical pipe, but I'm going to do it anyway just in case. So something I could put down here is my small coal boiler, and he's going to fill up with water, and I can start making steam now. Something else I'm going to do, however, is I'm going to put down my solar boilers, and I'm going to put them down here. So I'm just going to put these guys right here and then also go ahead and shutter some water into them. And soon these should also start making steam, if I'm not mistaken. They just have to fill up with water first. And same thing with this guy. It is really slow. But we could start, I think we could hear them heat up now. I think that's what's happening. But yeah, it's going to have to, I think, at round robins. So this is probably, no, it definitely doesn't. It's definitely going here first. But that's okay. That's okay. It'll fill up over time, which is the whole point. So something else we have to watch out for is the solar boilers can also calcify over time. And so every now and then I just have to replace these. And now for the steam suite, the suite of steam machines. Now I am missing one that I really, really want, which is a forge hammer, but we'll get to that here in a second. Something that's really, really important that you guys need to keep in mind of is that steam is hot. So I can't use these wooden fluid pipes to transport them. I'm going to have to use these bronze ones. Oh, look at this. They're making steam. Yes. Yes, perfect. So I need to go ahead and rotate the output to go towards here so that I can go and take the steam from these pipes. Steam got in the fluid pipes. So I'm actually going to go ahead and get rid of one of these steam boilers because I don't think I'm actually making enough water to sustain more than one of them. So definitely got to make more water tanks, but that's not really an issue. It's fine. But we can go ahead and start putting steam into these machines here because I want to macerate my calcite here. So I should be able to put this in here. I guess it might not have enough steam to do this, so yeah. But once all of this fills up with steam, I can actually start using the machines. Well, I have a lot of waiting to do when it comes to both macerating a bunch of calcite, when it comes to the compressing of some wrought iron, the macerating of some ores. And I guess I should let it be known that I'm not going to macerate every ore just because that is so ridiculously slow. Well, we won't be macerating with any single block macerators anytime soon after we use that one. So, do you guys remember that healing axe quest I was talking about? Well, I've also secretly been working on that in the background even more. Actually, really not really background anymore. But I have a good amount of the stuff done. All of this it's just like milk and crops and then some beef. That's all it is. But I'm at the point where I need rainbow curry, which this needs a few things that I don't have. I need to find a coconut tree. And also I need to find some more flowers, which let me tell you, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. So the reason I'm bringing you guys back for this is because I can get 8 steel from this obsidianite quest, which I'm going to take. And I'm actually going to use it to make a hang glider. So the hang glider pretty much works exactly like you think it would. I can go to a high point and then I can glide. So here, can I? Yeah, look at that. Oh my God. So this will make my life a lot easier. So the last thing that I need for the healing axe, and let me tell you, oh my God. Finding lavender was not easy. How far was this? Yeah, hold on. Let me take a look at this. Look at this. Look at how far I had to go. And it was all snow. Everything is just snow. I don't understand why. Anywho, you guys might also notice we have a little mushroom over here. His name is GT Moo Horizons. Don't worry about how he got here. All that matters is that he did. You guys might also notice this vending machine, and check this out. I love this thing. I don't know if that's copyright or not, though. I don't know if it was 9 that made the song for it. Anyway, so I've also been going around gathering some bee stuff, because, I mean, look at me. How could I not? So we'll get into this at some point. I was seriously thinking about using bees to get some flowers at some point. Luckily, I didn't have to resort to that, but you guys might also notice I'm low on food. Yep. This is what I've been doing. It's terrible. It's atrocious. Anyway, the last thing that I need to get the healing axe is the rainbow curry, which needs burning blossom, which we can find in the nether, which is something we actually haven't done yet. I wonder, can I get some food from... So I don't actually have any steel yet, but I'm hoping that this is enough to make a flint and steel. I think it will be, though. I'm going to take all this stuff out. Oh, we have enough. Look at that. Boom. We had some extra, actually. Flint and steel. Oh, and I can actually grab obsidian from the quest reward, and I also get a ball of moss. So this, I think, yeah, auto repairs. I don't know why it gave me a bow. I don't really care about that. Anywho, though, let's take a trip to the nether. I'm probably gonna die doing this, but it'll be okay. Yeah, I'm gonna die. Oh man, I don't know why I went here without food, and I also lost the portal. I didn't make a waypoint. Why are they still mad? How long until they're not mad anymore? Maybe this one's my actual grave then, and it looks like I can grab it. Yes, that is my actual grave. Okay. Whew. Oh my god, I can't believe it. I can make the healing axe. I have everything. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's... Finally, get me out of the nether. Oh my god. I would be lying if I said I haven't spent like a good, like, whole weekend on this, on the stupid healing axe. Oh my god, but everything should be done. My inventory's a mess, and I'm not gonna start throwing stuff away yet, but I should hopefully never need this cooking stuff again. So I have the nether gardens. Let me go ahead and submit those. Gardens are done. Now I'm going to do the tofu and all the meals. Healing axe. It's done. Would you guys believe me if I said the original goal of today was to get steel? Legitimately, not just by exploring. I can't believe, by the way, I found enough steel by exploring and also this one quest here. I was able to get all the way to the nether. And hammers and whatnot. So yeah, I have all this without making a single piece of steel. And if I'm going to be completely honest with you guys, don't do what I did. just make steel. Imagine I could have had steel making this whole entire time while grinding for this stupid healing axe. I hate this thing. Well, I love it now that I have it, but oh my god, I should have just used one of these and maybe found an enchanted table, but how long would that have taken? I don't know. You know, of course though, I have been smart, at least with some of my time, and I have been making my crushed gypsum and also calcite, so I have double of the original ore that I found. And I'm hoping, I'm just hoping, yeah, there's the gypsum, that I'll have enough to make the bricked blast furnace, which needs brick dust, and it also needs clay dust. So, you know, do I have any bricks? I might have some. I might. Oh, yep, I do right here. And this I can macerate into brick dust. I definitely don't have enough though, which kind of stinks. So I'm gonna need some more clay, but that's fine. I can make plenty of clay dust from the terracotta that I found. Let me tell you guys, this JEI autocraft thing is a lifesaver. Like, whoa, that is so nice. So this autocrafting thing really helps when it comes to crafting stuff with buckets I've found. So for example, like paper. So what you have to do the fancy autocrafting, I have to favorite this recipe and then I have to click A on this to bookmark it. And what I can do is I can then press Shift C and it automatically crafts it. Now I can also do more than one at a time if I control scroll wheel on it, and then it'll do it that many at a time. Check that out. That's just that's beautiful, right? So the fire bricks is pretty much just like, I mean, it's bricks and clay. That's pretty much it. I need some blast furnaces to make the brick blast furnace. And then I need 72 gypsum, and I don't think, and then 72 calcite as well. And I think I actually have, yeah, I have enough of both. Oh, that's so awesome. I love it when, you know, for the amount of time that went to this healing axe, I love it when things work out. First try, I planned ahead, you know, I got some terracotta for the clay dust. Yeah, I love it when that stuff works out. Boom, fire clay, love it. So now that I have the bricked blast furnace, which, whew, this is a bit annoying to make, I'm going to go ahead and put it in this building or this room here, which I do need to figure out exactly what I want to do with yet. I don't entirely know. But point being is we can actually make this thing. Oh my god. So there are a few different recipes for steel, as we can see here. The iron with coal coke takes 4 minutes for 1 steel. I think, do they all take 4 minutes? No, see, normal coal will take longer, so coal coke is the better way of doing it. Yeah, and charcoal takes the longest, so point being, we want to use iron and coal coke. And from exploring around the world, I think in villages mostly, I've found a good amount of coal coke somewhere here. Yes, I have 50 pieces, and obviously I have some iron, which means I can start making steel. Oh my god, it's slow. Yeah, I should really make some more of these brick blast furnaces, huh? Probably. But I do think that is a good wrapping up point for today. A lot of work still has to be done. We need to get more brick blast furnaces. That's probably what I'm going to work on first thing. But I also really want to get my base up and running, and I want it to be more than just a hole in the wall. And I made all these chests here for organization, and I'm still completely unorganized. So yeah, there's a lot of work to do, but man, a lot of time has gone into this episode. I think we left off last episode around 24 hours played, and now I'm around 3 days almost, so it's safe to say this healing axe took me a long time. Now, keep in mind, a lot of that is AFK time, as when I just have AFK time, I'm on the world doing AFK-related stuff, like farming, for example, for the healing axe. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching today's episode of GTNH. I had a good time. I had a good time today. I am so excited to keep going. But if you enjoy me and enjoy my content, please hit the like button. It makes my day. Hit subscribe. We're actually getting pretty close to 5,000, right? We're at like 4,300. So 5,000 is pretty crazy to me. I really appreciate all the support I've been getting on the series. So thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next episode of GTNH. Later!